with Smart Money Culture TV. And hello, Texas!
You got it. Yeah.
And Arizona and every other state in the union that may be watching us tonight. So we've had a lot of fun. There's some really exciting things happening. By the way, listen, I've made millions and I've lost millions investing in businesses. Okay. And I even started this business here, smartmoneyculture.tv. And let me tell you something. And no risk it, no biscuit, as they say. So one of the things that we do over here, and one of the things that's most stressful for every small business owner, just like you, if you're watching, and by the way, you don't have to be a business owner to stress over money. You know, this is one of the biggest problems that we have in every household is how do you make ends meet? Anyway, there's a whole series of videos that I've done and shows that I've done on you and you becoming your own economy, or you are your own economy. I say it all the time, David Mackey, I'm my own economy. If I had let's say you and your wife, you're an economy. The two of you, you and your partner, you're the economy. Right here. Is that what you're looking for? The engineers, yeah, studio engineers are telling me what to do. So if you, your partner, your wife, whatever, and a couple of kids, the four of you are your own economy. And so when you learn how to be in charge, by the way, I'm not calling anybody stupid here, okay? But I can tell you this, that when you learn how to become in charge of your own economy, then all kinds of things can change for you financially. So did you know that when you put your money into the bank, that the principal that you put in automatically becomes theirs? You give them the money. It's no longer yours. Yes, it's yours. It's dedicated to an account of yours. So without going into the I'm right and you're wrong conversation, just for the sake of today, how about if you just let me be right? Okay. So let's say I am right and you put your money into the bank. As soon as you make that deposit, whether it's $1, $100, $1,000, $10,000, $100,000, or $1 million, okay, that money now belongs to the bank. Okay, we signed the paperwork to say so, and it's okay. We don't need to go through all the logistics of that. Okay, but that money now becomes the bank's. They own it, and they also own the interest that comes with that money. We give away our rights, and we sign the paperwork saying that the banks can do what they want with our money. That's the way it works. Okay. And so, and that's okay. I'm not complaining one bit. I'm just telling you what happens to the money when we put it in the bank. Now it becomes the possession of the bank. All right. And the banks are going to take your money and they're going to loan it out to other people in that branch and 9 other branches, all at the same time. So let's say you put in $1,000. They're going to take your 1,000 and they're going to loan on your money, called leverage. There's other words for it too, but that's the simple way of looking at it. They're going to leverage your 1,000 and they're going to loan that $1,000 out to somebody in your bank. Then they're going to go to 9 other branches that they own, and they're going to take $1,000, your $1,000. They're going to leverage it 9 more times in those 9 branches, and they're going to loan it out to other people in those 9 branches. And the banks are going to make somewhere between $500 and 1,300% on that $1,000. Let me say it again. They're going to make somewhere between 500% and 1,300% on that $1,000. Yeah. So they're going to make somewhere between, get this, $500 to $1,400 on, $14,000. They're going to make somewhere between $5,000 and $14,000 on your $1,000. And the reason that they get to do that is because when we opened the account, we signed away our rights to what the banks do with that money. We literally turn it over to them and they own it now. We gave our rights away to the money, which means they own the money. So we're literally giving them the money. Okay, that's how they're able to do it, because we give it to them. Okay, now they manage it for us and they may pay us back, let's say 4%. They're not doing that. Anybody out there that says, go to smartmoneyculture.tv, go to that link below, hit the contact button and tell me that your bank pays you more. Okay. And if they do, hallelujah. Thank you, baby Jesus. Okay. But if they do, that's great. And if they do, then you're not part of this conversation. Okay. At least this part of it. You're in the conversation for sure. Okay. So one of the things that we've been able to teach, and one of the things that's most stressful for small business owners and families, is the cash flow. Like, everything's great, but you're always broke. Everyone is. Everyone is. Like, and it takes a while to get past that point right there. But let's say, you know how it is, right? You get paid, and at the end of the paycheck, you've got it spent up. Before the even paycheck, early bird. I'm going to put my dog up as my green screen. Anyway, I didn't tell you about that. We're fixing to be in a new studios too. And we brought I'm going to tell you about the new content creators and talk to you a little bit about some of the contractors that we're partnering with. Things are going to really look great, are going to go in a different way. Okay. But let me explain something. Let me just keep going with this strategy right here and this going down this rabbit trail. So when you learn how to take control or back control of where your cash goes, then all kinds of things can change for you, especially when it comes to the deposit that you make, the principal, and the interest that goes along with that. So I'm going to get off that subject for just a second, because I want to talk a little bit about the 0% interest credit card. So we've helped hundreds of companies, small business owners, and a few big ones, but really the small guys and families, how to get hundreds of thousands of dollars and 0% interest credit cards. And I tell people all the time, well, I don't tell anybody what to do, but people say all the time, I've got lots of credit. I got 20, 50, 80,000 dollars worth of personal credit, but I don't want to use it on my business. Well, why not? Why not? Now you can, the better strategy is to go get yourself 0% business credit. And if you listen to our shows long enough, you're going to find out how to. By the way, you can listen to Jack McCall. If you see Jack McCall on our website, you can go to Credit Stacking and sign up for $7,800, or I think it's like $8,000. You can hire him, and he's going to do great work for you. He has a mentorship. He's not going to do it for you, but they will, they'll show you exactly step by step what to do and what it takes. Now, you can go to companies like Fund and Grow. They're only like $3,000 or $4,000 and up front, and then then they're going to take a percentage on the back end, which is totally fair. Yeah, so you're going to wind up paying them somewhere between, usually around 20 grand, because they're going to get you lots of credit. And then by the way, we're not in competition with any of these guys because they're so big. Then there's a company called Credit Suite. Those guys are fantastic. They get their customers about $1.5 billion a year. Yeah. Yeah. These guys and gals, they know what they're doing. Okay. And they also, too, you can, for $500 a month, you can join their program and they're going to teach you. And, but if you want the big credit, then you have to hire them. And if you hire them, they're going to take some money on the back end, but hold on, I got to scratch my eyeball, but they're going to get you typically, 150, 200, $300,000. And then they're going to take, like 11% of that or so. I'm not sure the exact number, but it's I think it's 11%. Either way, it's so worth it. I mean, if somebody got me 100,000, would it be worth 11,000? Yes. Yes. Of course it would. A one-time payment for 11 grand. We're at 10,800. That's our fee here at Smart Money Culture. But we have a done it for you program. And by the way, we're not in competition with those other guys. They're too big for us. They spend millions. We spend a lot of money too, but they spend millions of dollars in marketing and advertising. And that's not why they charge the way they can charge what they want. But what I'm trying to say is it's fair if somebody gets you something. There's nothing for free. And I've never met anybody out there that's going to spend all the labor and time to get me credit and not charge for it. It's just not going to happen. And if you get a second client, there's just not enough time in the day. So to think that's fantasy. So you guys out there, just be careful who you hire. Every once in a while, you're going to find a good guy out there or gal who's brand new in the business. And they're going to say, oh, I need the business bad. I need $500. I need 1,000. Hire me. They're going to do a great job for you. But you're going to be their only client. That's why, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's a bunch of guys and gals out there that are just starting out that'll do great work for you. Okay. But once again, there's a lot of man hours that goes in to learning how to do this. You can do it. When we were starting out, working on getting our own credit and fixing our credit profiles, etc., we probably spent, I'd say 80 hours total in a month of working on this. And imagine that. What is 80 hours of your work worth? Okay. It's amazing. I mean, 80 hours. How much do you get paid an hour? $20 an hour. That's what, $1,600. If you get paid, if you have a professional doing it, and these guys are making $60 an hour, their fees are $60 an hour. You're looking at, for almost $5,000, stuff like that. So, it's just not cheap doing this stuff. Listen, it takes a lot. So I encourage you, don't give up. Keep trying, keep working at it. And hiring somebody that knows what they're doing is essential too. And if you can't afford to hire somebody, then just keep watching our shows, because we give a lot of good nuggets on what to do, especially when it comes to your credit profile. But one of the keys to getting, and really the fastest way to get credit, hundreds of thousands, a few 100,000, is to go after 0% business credit cards. Okay. And what we do is we'll show you how to make yourself attractive to the banks and the credit card companies so that they're going to want to give you credit, but not the $2,000, $4,000 credit cards. We're talking about the $20,000 and $30,000 credit cards. And then, so I don't know, talk to you about the guy that we worked with today. And it's amazing. I mean, once you learn how to be in control of your own economy, you can do anything you want. Okay, and anybody can do this. So the getting your profile in order and making sure that everything looks like it's supposed to. That is one of the keys to the credit card agencies looking at it, or the banks, and going, okay, A, B, C, D. There's like 10 steps that the computer is going to look at. Not, humans aren't going to look at you. They're not. There's too many people, and they're not hiring individuals to look at your profile. A computer is going to look at it, and it's going to go down a list of about 10 different things, and it's going to, if as long as it can check off those lists, then it's going to give you credit. And the more that it can check off, the higher the credit limits they're going to give you. And depending on who you talk to in the chain of command and who you apply with will depend on the amounts. Okay. So if you fill out an application online, you're going to get a computer that's looking at you. And one of the things that we've been able to do is go directly to the banks at the corporate level and talk to managers. Jack calls them relationship managers. He's really, they call him the king of debt for a reason. I love Jack McCall. Highly recommend that you go hire him. We want you to hire us too. But seriously, if you're looking for a mentor and somebody who's going to teach you step by step, go to him. You know, for $8,000. Listen, I know more than one who went through his program that got over $1 million in credit. It's not what you start out with, it's what you end up with. I mean, I had a lady on Twitter the other day said, "This sounds too good to be true. It's a get rich quick." There's nothing getting rich about getting credit. It's called getting into debt. If you spend the credit, you're going to get into debt. The question is, what are you going to spend it on? Hi, Charlie. Are you spending it on something that's going to bring in more money into your household or your business? Then that's a great spend. If you're out buying purses and Harley Davidsons and going on trips, that's going to spend. Nothing wrong with going on trips, by the way. Make sure you get your points, your flyer miles. You go on the trips, okay? So there's all kinds of strategy. I'm just saying, if you use the money, use it to bring in more money into your household. That's a great tool to have. So you're going to go into debt if you get the credit and you use it. Question is, what are you going to use it for? Okay. All right. So getting back to this, I'm just giving some overall views on how our business works and how businesses in general work, et cetera, stuff. I love getting on TV and just talking to the general public out there, because you have every right to, be in control of the money that goes into your bank and the interest that's made on it. Why not make your own interest? And why not borrow from yourself? You can do it. I'm getting off the subject now, so let's get back on the subject here. But so there's a lot of great companies out there. We're not in competition with any of those guys. They make, tens of millions and hundreds of millions. They make hundreds of millions of dollars, and some of them make billions of dollars a year. But they spend the money and they deserve it. They have a great business. So we're a small business. We have raised millions of dollars for our customers, and we're just starting out, but we're good at it. We here at Smart Money Culture, we have a chief financial officer. We have a director of finance. We have a few other people that work in finance. We have a chief marketing officer. We have a chief operating officer. We have a director of content. We have a few engineers. We got some other people that work here. And I'm telling you, we have, a full staff of folks that know what they're doing to help make this business run really well. And the team that when you hire us, we have a whole team that will assess your account and tell you exactly what to do. Hi, Lily. How are you? Good. Did you have fun swimming? All right. Where's mommy? Oh, she's probably over there somewhere. We have guests in the studio tonight. So, when we assess your profile, and it's pretty simple to know exactly what to do. If you will follow the steps, anybody can get credit. Okay. Now, if your credit scores are down in the 400s, good luck with that one. That's going to take you a while. It doesn't mean you can't get it, but you're not going to get it today. The average person gets credit in like a week or 2 weeks. I mean, seriously, it we'll do the game plan. You follow our directions, take our lead, and then there's some things we can't do it all for you, but we're gonna do the majority of the work. And there's a few things that we need you to do. And if you just follow directions, there's no way you can get credit if you just follow a few simple directions. Okay, let me talk a little bit about opening up the Phoenix office and other offices around the country. We've been looking to go on other channels, and we're going to get there. And we love Texas, and we love Channel 21, and we love the people of Texas. I am a Texan, so Oklahoman and a Texan, and we love you folks. But we're going to grow, and as you grow, we're going to have bigger audiences around the country. But we have some more content creators that are going to come on, and Monday through Thursday, and it is amazing content, and talking about infinite banking concept, the infinite banking concept. You can go look it up. Talking about way better than I do. Talking about velocity banking. That's pretty cool. Talking about there's one show that's going to be talking about everything, including politics and stuff like that. That's going to be a lot of fun. And then one is about getting partners, like people who are out buying real estate with people who have money. That is such a cool business. Okay. And so anyway, these shows are going to be amazing. And so we're really excited about getting some of these guys on our network, and they are amazing human beings. That's all I can say. They're kind of like me, except smarter. By the way, nothing wrong with that. Remember that you always want the smart people around you, right? But you're going to learn a lot about how to become your own banker. And, why would you buy a car and make payments to another bank when you could buy a car and make payments to yourself and pay yourself back? And the whole time make interest on that. That blows me away. How you can become your own banker and make interest on yourself. It is a strategy that anybody here in America can do. Just to know this, whether you're brown like me or any other color, money doesn't know it. Our financial system doesn't know I'm a brown guy, has no clue. All it knows is money in and money out. It's a system. So it doesn't know anything about anything other than the system. Okay. So once you learn the system, anybody can play in the system. And one of the things too, hold on a second. I want to go here. Hold on, guys. There's our prez right there, President Trump. Yeah, I'd say I'm not a conservative. I'm a common sense guy. I'm going to vote for Trump for sure. Yeah. Over crazy Kamala calls herself black. It's an insult to us brown people. She was an Indian her whole life. Her dad's from Jamaica, so she is black. She's half Jamaican. They're not even citizens. They've said so. Her mother's from India. By the way, I'm not against Kamala Harris, but I'm not for her either. See this right here? Uncle Sam's got his deal. Federal interest paid per year, $945. billion. See that? Ooh, wow. Is that something? Ooh, wow. You can see our debt over here, 35 trillion. Can you see that right there? Can you see that right there? 35 trillion. 35 trillion, 284 billion, 22 million and counting. It's just incredible how this thing's grown. It was 33 trillion a week ago or something like that. This thing is just getting out of hand. Ooh. And the federal interest paid. Oh, look at this. We need you to keep buying bonds to fund our debt money pyramid scheme. In 1940, 900 million. Today, 945 billion in 2024. Wow. You buy the bonds and they just keep spending the money. They keep taxing us to death. Yeah, it's just not even fair. Hold on a second. I'm going to pull up another. Let's take a look at Bitcoin here. $56,700. We're going to do a little charting, okay? Let's do a little charting. Let's have a little fun. This is one of my favorite things to do. We're going to take a break from the talking about credit. This is a day chart here. I was doing a we're going to go across the top here. Okay, here we go. Everybody can see this, right? Here's where the highs were made, the all-time highs when they started, right here. Now, this isn't anything, by the way, I like doing this, and this shows just a pattern of where the coin has gone. By the way, the first time I saw Bitcoin, it wasn't even a penny. That's how long I've been around it. Okay, you see the highs and how it went from this high to this high to this high, and then it started taking the dip here. Right there. I'm just going to show you a little trend so you can follow along with me. Okay. And these things are going to change, of course, because they always do. And this is kind of the course that Bitcoin is taking. See this? It's really cool to see how it's grown. Just like that. And let's just do one more. This is the trail right there. That's how it all linked. Oops. See that? So here's where it took his very first jump right here, 40,000. And it took other jumps too. It took other jumps, but this is where it started going from its highs. Here it was at 13,000. And then from 13,000, it went to like 40. Well, from 13,000, it went to 19,000. And from 19,000, it went up. Let's just do a couple of more and just take a look at this, okay? So from 19,000 here, oops. Right there to 19,000. And then from here, it went from there straight up to here. It stopped in the way, by the way, it stopped. But these are the dramatic points right here where it went from like $13,000. You see here. Well, let's do one more, okay? Here, where it went from 19,000 back down to 13,000. And from 4,300, where it took the jump to about 19,000. I still remember this, folks, just to let you know. I don't know if I can get this all in the picture. I don't think it's going to let me get it all in the picture. See this? When it was a $4,000 or $5,000 in this range right here, I pitched this idea to a government agency, one of the tribes, and it was actually about $700 at the time. I said, let's buy some Bitcoin. They were looking to take their reserves from $1.5 billion. Their real goal was to get to 5 billion. And I told them, I said, it's $700 a coin. If you take $100 million and buy this, someday you'll have your $5 billion, just like what Michael Saylor did. Michael Saylor continues to buy today. Let's do the math on that. This is going to be a lot of fun. $100 million divided by $700. That's 142,857 Bitcoin. Okay. Multiply that today by $56,000. They would be worth today, are you ready? $8 billion in Bitcoin. 8 billion. And, you know, I get to see these guys every once in a while, and it's that same look they have every single time. Like they just shake their head. I'm like, I know. And I love to say, I told you so. I told you so. I've had that I told you so many times for myself too. So yeah. Sometimes you get to eat it. Like I said, I've made millions and lost millions investing. So, you know, don't beat yourself up, but once again, just don't make the same mistakes twice.
Do you have to use this little thing that puts in to it? That puts it in the thing? It's like
I wouldn't know where it's at, but yeah, I got it somewhere.
I thought it was in maybe your backpack.
Yeah, look. Studio engineer asking me if I have something. Come on. We bought this old van. Let me tell you something. I went from a 2022 or 23 Expedition, really nice big truck. We bought, what did I get? A 2005? I got a 2005, right?
Something like that.
Something like that. Ford van. Okay. People say, why did you do that? And I say, because I can. That thing is a beast. I call her Truckee. Truckee, you do such a great job. I love you so much. And I think the transmission, there's something going on with the transmission. So I have my license there. That's my passport, Social Security.
Good job.
Yeah, I keep it in the same place all the time. Anyway, so I'm talking with the boss over here while I'm trying to work. They're not being very cooperative with me. Okay, so what were we talking about? We were talking about Bitcoin. Let's go back to Bitcoin. You see here, look at this. So here's the chart of the coin when it went from, here where it was like 4,300, where it went up to 19,000. Then it dipped back down again to 13,000. It actually went down further again. It went back down to 9,900, and it went as far down as $3,700. And at 3,700, everybody goes, it's never going back. But of course, it did. Then it went back to 19,000. Then it went to 41,000. Then it went to 57,000. Then it went to 60,000. Then it went to 64,000. Then it went to $68,000. And then it went to the high of $73,000. And then it dipped back down to 71, 69, 64, and where it's at right now at $56,752.67. So you see how it may be making its way back down here, and I think I don't know. I'm just going to draw that line and leave it there.
I gave it to you.
Oh yeah, I have it somewhere. I've seen it.
How am I supposed to get these files online without it? I'm struggling.
You want me to go to Walmart and get some? You see this right here where it dipped down to the 48,000 under 50, and I've been saying we're at 56,000 right now. It only have to go down $6,700. That you might want to check. Did you check all the way in the bottom of these things? They're looking for an SD something. But you see here where this could dip down here. Probably that's probably the mark right there. The next one coming in at 52,000. And then if it dips below, you see these mountains right here, bam, bam, right here's one where it started to reverse. Here, you see this right here. See this where it made its way down, but then it came back up and went to all new highs. That could be what we're seeing right here. I think though we're accumulating. I mean, I don't know. Who knows? This is what you should always be doing yourself. Look at that right there. Remember that $48,000 I was talking about? And there you go right there. Look at that. See that? See it hits the bottom here, here, here. It went through here, came back up, tried to go to the all new highs again. You see this channel that is traveling in right here? You could take this and extend that down just like that. And here's what's going to happen. Look at this, guys and gals. See this right here? Where Okay. And you see the bottoms here. See this right here? So it could be coming down here into this 49 to the $47,000 range. You see that? You see that? 49,800 to the 47,800. That's really a $2,000 a difference right here, where it could be coming down into this. I mean, it could be coming down into this, and if it does, I mean, and if it does, then once it hits down here, it could either bounce and go straight up, or it could dip down into the 30s. $49, $47, right there. All right, look at that. Look at that where it hits the bottom here. So I don't know if that's, ooh, look at that. Look at this, guys and gals. That could be it, but probably not. That's probably more like it right there. Or right there. Or maybe right there. Or maybe even right there. Right there. Where it hits the top of this high right here. Right there. Look at this, guys. This is why it's important to chart these things out. See that? So it hit here, where it hit the highs, hit the top of this mountain, hit the top of this one right here. Of course, these were red candles. It hit the top of this right here where it went through, and then it went up to more highs. Tried to come back down into this channel right here. This is a whole channel, and this is a whole channel. You can see it where it's split right in the middle here. And then it hit the top of these two candles, and it hit the bottom of this candle right here. It almost hit the bottom of that candle right there. Right there. But you see where it's heading. It may be heading here. And if it comes here, then at that point right there, it's going to take a major shift. And it could go literally, I'm not going to get too fancy with my, probably something like that to your all new highs right here. Which I think is what it would look like. Somewhere in the $95,000 range, I think is what you could see. Somewhere around there. You can take a look at that. I think this is where we're heading. Of course, I'm not going to try to explain this right here of why, but I've had it charted. You can see here why. Let me see if I can. take any one of these, by the way, any one of these. See that right there? Let's take another one. Well, just follow along with me. Here, trend line. And that's if it hit where it would actually follow the trend line. Doesn't mean it will. Doesn't mean it won't either. And I'm stopping at 130,000. This one's probably right here. So every one of these opportunities it had would go to at least $130,000. Let me show you. Hold on, I'm not done yet. Been doing this a long time. See that right there? How good is that? Oh, wow. See that? Bam, bam. It's all heading in this direction here. Every one of these. So if it hit here, this is why I projected it. It'd be something like this. See that? Every one of them. This is the same line here as this line here. These all-time highs. So what happens is these patterns duplicate themselves. I'm going to show you. Remember I said this. These patterns, they duplicate themselves. That's why I'm showing you that this same pattern would probably duplicate itself at about $130,000. Okay, now I had it charted at 135,000. So and you can go back and listen to my videos that I've said. I've got a lot of receipts for what I say. When I say receipts, means when you buy something in the store and then say, hey, do you got the receipt for that? And they go, yeah, here it is. Well, I do the same thing with my videos. I'm like, all you have, my receipt is just go back and look at my videos. Okay. That's all you got to do. Go back and look at the videos. Let's look at a little Twitter. I can't wait. There's a lot of waste and needless regulation in government that needs to go. Trump considers Elon for role in auditing U.S. agencies. One of the things that I love about what Elon did, he came in and took a $43 billion company that he paid for, and he fired some of them quit, but he fired about 80. He trimmed the staff. And how stupid are these people? I'm quitting because I don't like what a stupid dummy to give up a great job like that because of your ego. Great job. Yeah, these are the kids that we're raising these days. I hope you're proud, parents. I don't care if you get mad at me. But anyway, getting back to this, hey, if you're upset with me about how you raised your kids, that's your problem, not mine. Okay. Anyway, he was asked, hey, how do you run Tucker Carlson asked Elon Musk, how do you run a $43 billion business with 80% less of the employees that you started out with? And he said, much more efficiently. They spent more time turning away business for Jack Dorsey than bringing him business. It was amazing how much business they turned away. Incredible. I'm getting some LinkedIn messages. I'm going to do a show earlier in the morning. Let's take a look at some more Twitter, okay? Or X. Let's see the new postings here. Elon, 2 exclamation points. Breaking, a group of 32 armed Venezuelans took over an apartment building in Chicago tonight. Here's the audio of the 911 dispatch call. I don't know if I want to listen to that. It's 57 seconds long.
Hey, I'm sorry. You headed over to the ShotSpotter or to the 6124 on King for the migrants?
On King Drive.
All right, 10-4. There's another available unit to arrive at 310. We had multiple calls. Person with the gun, 6124 South King. Also came over to disturbance large gathering. Said to be 32 Venezuelans trespassing in the building property, showing guns in the courtyard. They have motorcycles in the courtway, all steer wheels filled. And nothing further.
3.
Unit 10-3, I'm citywide. Person with a gun, 6124 South King Drive. Caller says 32 Venezuela.
Stupid. Taylor Swift, and I don't believe Taylor Swift said that, but maybe she did. They'll leave the United States as Trump. Of course, they all say that. Who cares? They're both men. Everybody knows they're transgender. Probably. Maybe not. Who knows? What do you think? I'm not against them. By the way, here's my opinion on that stuff, all that transgender boy-girl stuff, whether you're gay, straight, or in between. I don't care. You know what I care about is who you are as a human and what kind of contributions are you making to your network and your society. Like, who cares about your set? Like, nobody cares. Like, that brings no value. That that you want to, let's say you're a boy and you decide, no, I'm a girl, I'm a woman now. Okay, after that, what do you do? Like, your whole life can't be about making everybody care about your identity. Like, what kind of life is that? Like, bring some substance. And I know I have a friend who's transgender, and I thought he was a great guy. He's a good athlete. I didn't know. Anyway, and he said he's going to become a girl. I'm like, why? But here's one thing that I do know is that once you like somebody and they're your friend, you can't stop. I mean, I couldn't stop being their friend, but I don't agree with it. No, but I can say that they're a very productive person in society, and they don't use that as, like, that's not their identity to be. Who cares? Okay, you decided that's what you're going to do. What does that have to do with your day-to-day livelihood and how you're treating other people, and what's your contributions? Like, make some kind of contributions other than standing up for you wearing a dress or whatever. You get my point, right? I'm not against any of that. I'm just saying that people should be judged on their character and the content of what they're bringing. And that's all I got to say about that crap. I'm not against anything or anybody, really. What an idiot. Glued himself to the road. Elon put, someone has done a thing. Are they on our side? Yes, it's fine. No, bastard. That's funny. Woman shoots man after getting punched at the gas station. Okay, let's see what happens here. Some guy comes up. I'm guessing he's going to punch her. Oh, he shot her. Bam! Yeah, don't. What a dummy. Yeah, she has every right to defend herself. Like, why would you come up and punch somebody like that? Like, I never get this stuff, you know, why men do this. Like, who raised him? And it doesn't matter. I'm just saying, bam. Like, why would you do that? Why would you hit a girl? Bam, don't do it. Bam, dropped him. Wow. Dummy. Yeah, here's somebody telling the popo, go away. Come outside. They're like, no, you don't have to come outside if the police knock on your door. If they want you, they're going to come in with a warrant. By the way, I'm a huge fan of the Blue, but they do some stupid stuff. They're like, yeah, we can be friends. I love that. These guys are so cool. Yeah. They make billions of dollars, and you want to know why they're making fake videos of what they do. All fake. See the green screens in the back? Yeah. Don't get it. Like, leave people alone. Wow, look at that. That is amazing. Wow. Wow. I want hair like that. Wow. I don't think at my age my hair is going to grow like that, but I still have a full head of hair. Look at my hair. I got a lot of hair. See that? Getting some gray in it. I've got a gray streak here and a gray streak there. I look like a skunk. Let's look at some more videos. Wow, that is just amazing. Look at that. That is so beautiful. Wow. 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 That's all I could say. I can't stop saying wow. That was amazing. Let's look at a few more stories, okay? Clever husband. Okay. How not to pay for gas. Scared the girl. You want Sharia law here? Sure you do. Yeah. Here's all you liberal. Yeah. This is what you want to bring to America. I don't think so. Yeah. Everyone knows that 9/11 was an inside job. Our government did it to ourselves. The Bushes were in on it. Go ahead and sue me. I'd make no money. Go ahead. Good luck. You know, Bush Sr. said on his deathbed, he said, hey, if the American public knew what he's talking about the Bush family, did to them, they would chase us down in the streets and lynch us. That was his words. Scumbags. Yeah. I totally believe that our government and the Bush family was in on 9/11. Yeah, and a lot of other people too. Yeah, they totally did it to us. Well, I don't know what to say about this, but I can tell you this, that we brought 16,000 of the SS, or not the SS, but of the Nazis over here and put them in all kinds of government positions, scientists and stuff like that. That's fact. That's fact. Whew. Because she's cross-eyed or something. Well, sweet smile. Sweet. Y'all leave her alone. Okay, let's get back to the crypto. Can't be making fun of people. I mean, you can, but it doesn't help. 56,000 right now, Bitcoin trading. Bitcoin trading right now at $56,783. One of the things that we do here at Smart Money Culture is you want to get your profile in order to make sure that it lines up with exactly how the banks want you to have your credit profile look like. And when you hit all the data points that the bank is looking at, then they are going to give you credit. I've seen young men and women, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 years old, get hundreds of thousands of dollars and 0% business credit cards. And they've done it by making sure that their credit profile on Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion looked the same and was exactly like the computers wanted it to look like, because no human's looking at it. You got to understand this. Not one human is turning you down. Not one. We sent some videos. Hold on. All right, we're looking to send you more videos. All right. Things are really, really looking up for us here at Smart Money Culture. I'm telling you, we're broke all the time because we're scaling the business. And I recommend if you're in business that you're broke, be broke all the time. Spend your money. And as the revenue comes in, pay the bills and spend it again. And there's nothing you can buy in a mall. Listen, there's nothing that you can buy that you will ever buy in a mall or a shopping center that you will care about in 10 years. Nothing. So do yourself a favor and take that money today and invest it. I'm not giving financial advice. I'm just giving you a person to person, U.S. citizen to U.S. citizen, man to man, man to woman, anybody else who wants to listen. I'm just saying, take that money that you're going to blow in a shopping center buying nothing that you're ever going to care about. Nothing. There is nothing you can buy in a shopping center or a mall that you're going to get an F about in 10 years. Nothing. So do yourself a favor and take that money and invest it some way so that 5 years from now, you can start reaping the benefits of that investment. That's all I'm going to say. You do what you want. Look at this coin right here. $56,783. Hold on one second here. Let's take a look at Bitcoin here. BSV trading at 45. It was $42. The price of BTC goes down and it goes up $3. This is Bitcoin Satoshi Vision. You see here it has a market cap of $893 million. Traded 21 million in the last 24 hours. 2.4% of the market cap. All-time high, $491. Let's look at Bitcoin here, trading right now at $56,818.96. It's trading 1.122% of the market trade. Well, the market cap is $1.122 trillion. It's traded 26,900,000,000 in the last 24 hours. The volume that it's traded was 2.4% over the last 24 hours of the market cap. So it's traded 2.4 trillion of that $1.1 trillion market cap, thus 26,900,000,000. The high, all-time high for Bitcoin was $73,781.24. You can see the history as I mapped it out too. Here's where it was $781.29, and this is when I took it to I took it to several companies. Chase Bank, Wells Fargo, all of them kicked me out and wouldn't give me any time of day. Matter of fact, they closed my accounts and then called some federal agency on me. the federal agency locked my account and they gave me the money back. They gave me the money back, about 3 weeks later. By the way, I wasn't the only one. They shut down like 2,000 accounts. I was one of a handful of accounts that they reopened. $75. Ooh, wow. I still remember $110. I can get the ooh, look at this. The volume traded. They started tracking it when it was around $110. That was May 14th, 2013. Bitcoin was $110.10. I should be a billionaire now. I'm not, but hey. Here's some of the exchanges that Bitcoin can be bought on. Asset type, it's a coin. See, it's listed as a coin. Mineable, yes. Pre-mined, no. Proof of work, POW. And it's mined on the SHA dash 256 hash. The hash, that's the hash. It's SHA 256 hash right there. That's what it's being mined on. Let me see how much. I want to look at some more news on Twitter or on X. Let's see the new postings. Carlson, he's a beast. Look at the dog going, you're okay. Don't roll over on me. No. Well, they're not coming to where I live. I can tell you that. If these gangs come where I live, I mean, we're locked and loaded. Like, go home to your own country, wherever it is. But don't come to our neighborhood, because if you do, we got some lead for you. Idiots. I just wish they'd all go home.
Charlie's a dog actor. We just got done doing his headshots.
What do you do?
He's a doggy actor.
Hey.
Lily just went to sleep, but she should.
All right.
I can't find, which I'm very
I'm probably ready to get off the TV. You can eliminate me now. Hey, guys and gals. The studio engineer's back telling me their story, whatever that is, about putting people to sleep and the dogs. Look at the dog. He's just over there just like, All right. I'm out of here. It's 8:45. You want to put back on some other programming?
Yeah, let's put Jack on.
Jack McCall is next. You guys, if you want to hire credit stacking, go to credit stacking. You know, for $8,000, he'll mentor you.
More now.
It's more now?
Maybe.
I don't think so. It's still like 7, 8. It's like $8,000.
At
Yeah.
least.
But they don't have it done it for you. If you want it done it for you, then hire us. We're going to do it. We're going to do the majority of the work for you. If you want to learn, by the way, listen, I was dealing with the guy this last week who screamed at us like he thought it was free.
Free.
Like, you really think we're going to do all this work for free? Like, he was a Kamala Harris guy. You know, all he wanted was free stuff and thinking the government, everyone owed him something, you know. America owes you nothing, bro.
Nothing.
And ma'am, nothing. Like, the employers owe you a paycheck. Go to work and you get paid. If you want to be in business, you have to pay for stuff. If you want hundreds of thousands of dollars, we'll teach you how to do it for free. Watch our videos. Watch Jack. He teaches a lot of stuff, man. Free. Didn't cost you anything. The internet's full of great content creators that'll teach you exactly what to do. The problem is most people won't go do it. I shouldn't say most. There's a percentage that's not, no matter how much you tell them or hold their hand, they're still not going to do it. Some of you will. There's a group of you that will. You don't need hand holding. You just need to be told what to do and you go do it. Okay. But none of this, like the man hours that goes in to doing this, we charge $10,800. But once again, what's it worth to get, $100,000 to $300,000 and 0% credit? Please, come on, man. Put your brain together. Today, I worked with a guy. Once again, we saved this guy. I shouldn't say we, but the strategies that we taught him. We gave him the tools. He's going to save himself $659,000 in interest that he was freely going to pay the banks. Now, listen to this. You can pay the banks $659,000, but you can't pay a company 10 or 20,000 to show you how to save that $659,000? No, I'd rather pay them $659,000. Like, use your brain, folks. I'm not calling anybody stupid. This one guy I'm calling stupid. Yeah. Don't you think?
It does.
Yeah, we did a profile on him for free. We did the profile. Normally, we don't do the profile at all. You pay us, and we go do the profile and tell you. So, but we did him a favor, and then he complained, "I'm not paying you $10,000."
10 minutes and then Jack's coming on.
He wanted to hire somebody for $500. I'm like, go ahead, see how far that gets you. I'm not against that guy who's charging $500 and living out of a hotel. Smart guy. Sounds like he's traveling the world. Smart guy. Hope he does you a great job. I'm sure he's going to do great work for you. Not here. Bam. Why'd that guy do that? Migrants are idiots. What is wrong with people?
You're not leaving anyone behind, are you, David?
Nope. I want them suckers out of here.
Yeah, I don't really like the gang activity. It's not really working out.
No, the gang activity ain't working out.
You gotta go.
They gotta go. Gotta
Can't
get.
stay here.
Gotta go. Gotta go.
We're deporting people for a second and third time that have been deported.
We need to deport people. We need to just get a big old boat, put them all on the boat, and send them to wherever. Wherever you got to go. Kamala Harris and yeah. By the way, if you're voting for them, I'm not against you. I don't dislike you. I don't even care about you. I don't think about you. Yeah. But what I am going to do is I know some illegals and I'm going to send them to your house. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah. I was dealing with a guy this week. He was also a Kamala Harris guy, stealing business. He works for a mortuary, and he's stealing their business. Can you believe that? Yeah, he's probably using the dead people to vote. Who knows? Stealing the business. Don't do that. Don't steal business from your employer. And this guy wanted credit. Like, he had no, first of all, his credit score sucked. He had some money, but his credit score sucked. If you're, just don't steal. It ain't worth it. Do I hang up now or do I stay on for a couple more minutes?
You got 8 minutes.
8 minutes?
Maybe a little less.
8 minutes? Let's take a look at the charting. Bitcoin hasn't moved. $56,706. Look how that beautifully I charted that. Look at this, guys. Look at this. See here? Look at this. Look at this. From the all-time high, the 73,000, I took it down here to where the high of today is. And look at that. See the high of today? And look how it went across these timelines here. Went across these timelines. See that? Look how it hit this one right here. How it hit the bottom of this right here. It went all the way. Look at the angle on this. How it hit all through there. Bam. Hit the top of this one right here. Hit the top of this. Now it went up a little bit, but it came down, went through that right there. And I hit the top of this one today. Look at that. Beautiful. That's a beautiful angle of where Bitcoin is moving. And it's heading down. Anybody can see it, that is descending. not ascending. Ascending means going up. This is descending. Look at this right here, guys. Look at this right here. See that? See that where it's going to? Bam! It hit the all-time high. Then look how it hit the top of these candles. It hit these two candles going down. Hit the top of this candle here. It hit all these candles here, the bottoms of them. Wow. And the top of this one and the top of this. Look how beautiful that is. This is a beautiful line right here. It's the top of this candle here. It hit the top of these three as it went through it. And then it hit the top of the candle today. That is an amazing line. And this is what you should do when you're looking at, you know, before you buy and stuff like that, just take a look. Take a look at what's going on. I have Bitcoin going down. I think based on this, on our charting, this is just a simple line here that we're heading to $48,000. Well, somewhere between 49,800, $56,666.67. It's just moved a little bit. We're somewhere between $59,800 and $57,800, somewhere in that $2,000 range right there. I believe that's where we're heading. Who knows? It's going to have to dip to this right here, the $52,000. Right? See that right there? It could, if it hit that point right there, $49,006. Then we're probably heading into the 40s for a time being. Who knows? But you can definitely see the angle there. That is beautiful how it went through all the tips right here. Bam, 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 bam. Look at that. Bam. Look how it went through these right here. Oh, God, that's beautiful. Man, this is the great part about charting, guys. Let's take a look here real quick. Here's Bitcoin here. It's a $1.1 trillion market cap. Trading volume today was 27 billion. It traded 2.4% of the market cap. All-time high 73,000. It is trading right now at 56,000. So just $20,000 let off the all-time high. Got it. Oof, man, it's mined 19,749,000,000 Bitcoin. Now, by the way, 19 million Bitcoin. Just remember this: about 40% of all the Bitcoin that has been mined has never seen the light of day and never will. There's folks out there. There's folks out there that have put their cryptocurrency away, and they're never going to let it see the light of day. Okay. They're saving it for generations to generations. There's folks out there and groups out there who decided after they got the coin that they were not going to let it enter the market and let, you know, the Rothschilds and the central banks and the U.S. government and all the billionaires take it. And about 40%, it's a little over 40%, closer to 44% of all the Bitcoin that's ever been mined has never seen the light of day and never will. So don't lose heart, okay? The best thing that could happen for Bitcoin is if they started using it as an actual coin. Don't think that's going to happen, but it might happen with Bitcoin Satoshi Vision. You never know. Never know. If you want to get credit, go to smartmoneyculture.tv/credit and fill out the form. It takes less than a minute. You can do it yourself. We teach you how to do it every day on your own, or you can hire us for $10,000, $10,800 is our fee, and we'll go get you somewhere between $50,000 and $300,000. If you qualify, it doesn't take that long to get it. You telling me it's not worth that, Faith? Come on, man. Come on. How stupid people. I'm not paying that, but you will pay, give the bank a whole house. Yeah, I'm not going to pay you, but I'm going to pay the bank. I'm going to give them an entire house in interest. Not you. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? You only got me $100,000. But let's get the bank. Let's give the bank a brand new house. Yeah, that's smart. Oh, I got to go. Fly Mackey for Smart Money Culture Television.